All right, so now we're into 0.06, odd even piecewise functions. So piecewise functions, we've sort of looked at some pictures of these, but haven't formally defined them, and now we will. So piecewise functions are those that look different in different parts of the domain. So the examples we've seen of this have been things that look like maybe a line connected to a parabola, and then maybe the square root function. So that's the cool thing about piecewise functions. So let's look at them. We don't really need that there. And also, I don't know why this is here. All right, so here's our piecewise function. So this one's a line from -1 to 1. It's a horizontal line for x equals to 1. So actually, this is just a single point. This is the point 1, 2. However, that makes sense because this one stops at 1. So now we have the point 1, 2, and then it's a parabola for x greater than 1. So let's look at just a quick sketch of this. I'm going to just do a quick little. So plug in -1. -1 plus 1 is 2. So we're going to have -1, 2. Let's call that there, and that's a solid point. And that's going to be my line -x plus 1. And so then we'll have here until we have an open circle. And I have this open circle because 1 is not in this domain. So open circle at 0, -1 plus 1. Now I have a solid circle at 1, 2. And then for x greater than 1, I have the graph x squared. So that's going to be start at the point 1, 1, also an open circle. And then x squared means my next point is going to be 2, 4, and then 3, 9. So coming up, something like this, and greater than 1, so I have my arrow at the end. And let's connect to this, and then here was my point that I meant to be on the graph, so I'm just going to erase that so it's not confusing. All right, so I do have a function. I'm passing the vertical line test. My domain overall is going from -1 on. So I'm skipping ahead to this one. I'm going to say my domain is from -1 to positive infinity. Oh, I made my graph. All right, so now I can come back. So I could have figured out where in these domains each of these were and just plugged it into the appropriate section. So 0 is between -1 and 1. Plug it in, I get that f of 0 is equal to 1. I can also see that on my graph, f of 0 is equal to 1. F of 1, the appropriate section here is this one. F of 1 is 2. F of 2, the appropriate section is here. 2 squared is 4. I made my graph. Find the range. Well, my lowest value is going to be 0, but not including 0. Highest value, positive infinity. So 0 to infinity is my range. And I have every number in between that included. Even though this is open here, it's included over here. So every number from 0 up to infinity is in my range, exclusive 0, exclusive of infinity.